Alright, so here is a thing that is documenting some of the weird quirks that I've been learning about while using Final Cut. I say that I have been using it for nearly 10 years. It's kind of funny, actually. But yeah, I've been using this for so long and I'm still learning stuff about it. The main thing which drove me absolutely insane was an issue relating to Photoshop files. So let's get a file, doesn't matter which, as long as it has layers in it, which this does. So you may or may not recognize this beautiful thing. That cap right there. When you import a Photoshop file into Final Cut, it basically converts it into a sequence with each layer containing a with each track containing a clip that represents the layer. So as you can see, it's got all the layers in here. Now, the way I deal with stuff, so if it's like a character rig or whatever, I will make a new sequence and just call it cap thing. What I will do is I will copy those clips into the new sequence, and you might be wondering, why on earth would you want to do that? Well, because when you import a Photoshop file, the width and height of the sequence is different to that of the main project. This is like the main project is in 720 by 576. This is like, I don't even know what this is, but yeah, there you go. Look, 436 by 391. So if you're trying to animate something, you cannot preview it in real time. I believe it's because there's a mismatch in size. So I paste it over, and then as you can see, I can just do whatever I want with it. So, you know, I can just do that, and I can press play, and, you know, it works. Now, you might be wondering, what is the issue here? Well, if I'll just drag it in here, just so you can see what's going on. So there's that beautiful thing. I'll save this as, it doesn't, test D12333, that works. Close the project, reopen it, absolutely no issues whatsoever. The issue came from when I was pasting it into the sequence. I was cutting, and I don't know why, but when you so much as remove a single layer, let alone all of them, from a PSD, I think it tries reading from that PSD when you open it, and so it may appear okay, but if I've just saved, if I close the project and open it again, check this out, this project is unreadable. So that is one of the weird issues that it has. It took me much too long to figure that out, and I'll show you what I had to do. I've got a folder dedicated to a bunch of safety copies that I made just in case that happened, because I couldn't figure out the cause. Alright, so there's the first issue. Yeah, there are multiple. Well, they're not really issues, but you know what I mean. So, I don't know. Let's get our old mate Cappy in again. Let's do cap thing. This time just a PNG to make life easier. There's no need for all those layers for this example. So, I don't know. Let's just do whatever. Let's animate it rotating 360 degrees. So yeah, that's alright. This can be anything. This is just for the sake of demonstration. So then we can rotate back, I guess. I don't know what I'm animating. So there you go. There it is. The finest thing that I've ever made. So let's drag this in. So when you double click, when you drag it from here and you double click what you've just dragged on, it will edit this particular version of the sequence. See, Final Cut has this thing where you can have multiple copies of the same sequence, and that can actually be it can be very annoying when you're working on large scale projects. So what I used to do when changing between scenes is I would I'm doing alt click here, so hang on, no thanks. So I'm alt click, then release, and there you go. I've made a copy of it, and you may think, oh, that's just another copy. Well, check this out. When you double click that, that is now its own independent copy of that. So I can make whatever changes I want in this. This is the main sequence over here. So, so I've made a few changes, but those changes are not reflected in this copy. And that caused so much hassle for me when I was making some larger animations. Even with my most recent one, I've only just learnt this. So, the solution to this, or the only one that I can think of at present, is if I want to, I don't know, like there's a scene change here, I'll add an edit there. And then maybe slide it back, slide the time back. So now I've got the same clip playing from the beginning, but it is from the, I guess it's called the master sequence here. So all I have to do is double click that, and all the changes will be reflected in every clip, as opposed to, copying it. And there you go, there's another copy. And actually, I didn't realise you could do it this many times. I've only just learned this. Oh dear, that is catastrophic. I mean, it is a feature. It is a feature of Final Cut, but I just think it kind of bizarre behaviour. But there you go. That is for future reference in case I make these mistakes again. That is how weird Final Cut can be. But there you go. There's the video. I'm going to continue animating on probably my longest short. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. My longest short. That's a phrase and a half, isn't it? Anyway, I'm just rambling on now. Bye-bye.